Picture this. You've just flown 6 hours to Kauai with your toddler. You researched the perfect beach, gentle waves, soft sand, the whole thing. You packed all the toys. You're so ready. Your kid takes one step on the sand and completely loses it. Screaming, tears, the works. Won't touch the sand, terrified of the waves. You just spent thousands of dollars to take your toddler to Hawaii, and he won't even go to the beach. This was my life. And you know what? We had an amazing trip anyway. If you're worried about whether Hawaii is worth it with a toddler, stay with me. I'm going to tell you why the answer is yes, just maybe not for the reasons you think. Aloha, and welcome to the Hawaii Travel Made Easy podcast. I'm Marcie, and today we're talking about something I get asked constantly. We have a toddler. Should we wait a few years before we go to Hawaii? My answer? Don't wait. But, and this is important, Hawaii with a toddler is a completely different trip than Hawaii without kids. You're not hitting 5 activities a day, you're probably not hiking to secret waterfalls, and there's a really good chance your carefully planned beach day goes completely sideways. More on that in a minute. Here's the thing though, some of my absolute favorite Hawaii memories are from when my kids were toddlers. My oldest tried shave ice for the first time at Hanalei on Kauai. His face after that first bite, pure joy. And then he just dove in, like face first into this massive mound of shave ice, digging in like a puppy. I was laughing so hard I could barely take a picture. Every time I see that photo, I'm so glad we didn't wait. So if you're wondering whether to book or if you should wait until your kid is older, this episode is for you. I'm going to tell you what actually works, what completely bombed for us, and what I think you should absolutely go. You just need to know what you're getting into. I know what you're thinking right now. They're not going to remember any of this, so why spend the money? I hear you. Your toddler will have zero memory of this trip, but you will. And honestly, that matters. Those moments where your kid experiences something for the first time, that's yours to keep. I still think about my youngest at the Maui Ocean Center, running back and forth between the touch pool and the shark tunnel, completely mesmerized. He has no memory of that day. I'll never forget it. The flight thing? Yeah, 6 hours with a toddler sounds rough. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's not always smooth. But Hawaii flights are packed with families. You're not the only one dealing with this. Flight attendants on those routes have seen everything. And most toddlers surprise you, especially if you can snag an overnight flight. Then there's the we can't do the cool stuff worry. You're right, you're probably not doing the sunrise hike or the all-day boat tour. But you can still do plenty. And some of what you think is the uncool stuff, your toddler's going to love it way more than you expect. The biggest fear I hear, what if it's just stressful and not actually a vacation? And that's fair. But with realistic expectations, notice I didn't say low expectations, just realistic ones, you can absolutely have a trip that feels relaxing. You just need to plan for who's actually coming on this trip with you. So why am I telling you to book this trip? Because even at toddler pace, which is slow, like painfully slow, you're still in Hawaii. The weather's beautiful, the scenery is gorgeous, and you're creating those little pockets of magic that you'll remember forever. Also, toddlers are surprisingly easy to entertain in Hawaii. Sand and water? That's it. That's all they need. When my youngest was a toddler on Maui, we spent 3 hours at the Maui Ocean Center. 3 hours. We weren't even trying to see the whole thing. We just camped out at the touch pool because he'd never felt sea life before. He touched a sea cucumber, squeal, run to the shark tunnel, run back, touch it again, over and over. He was completely entertained. I got to sit on a bench with my coffee, and nobody was having a meltdown. Total win. And can I just say, Hawaii is pretty forgiving for parents. Most restaurants have high chairs, hotels have cribs or pack and plays. You're not packing winter coats and rain boots and trying to plan for every possible weather scenario. It's warm. Bring sunscreen and swimsuits. Done. It's expensive, yes, I'm not pretending it's not, but logistically, it's actually easier than a lot of other destinations. So what actually works and what doesn't? All right, story time, because I need to tell you about the beach situation. I planned this whole trip around beaches. I researched the most toddler-friendly beaches on Kauai. I packed all the sand toys. I was so ready. My oldest hated it, like screamed, tears streaming down his face, the whole thing. He hated sand, hated the feeling of it on his feet, his hands, everywhere. And the waves? Absolutely terrified. Even the tiny, gentle waves at Poipu, which is literally designed for toddlers, freaked him out. I was so frustrated at first. We flew all the way to Hawaii and my kid won't even go to the beach? What are we even doing here? But then we went to the pool, and he was obsessed. He spent hours in that pool. I got to sit in a lounge chair with a Mai Tai and actually relax while he played. And I realized he's happy. I'm happy. We're in Hawaii. Who cares if we're at the pool instead of the beach? I'm telling you this because if your kid doesn't like the beach, you're not doing Hawaii wrong. You're just doing it differently, and that's completely okay. Now, if your toddler does like the beach, and plenty do, here are the ones that actually work. Poipu Beach on Kauai has a shallow protected area everyone calls the baby pond. Perfect for toddlers who are still figuring out the ocean. Waikiki gets dismissed as too touristy, but for toddlers, it's ideal. Calm water, soft sand, and when your kid needs a bathroom or you need food, you're not hiking half a mile back to your car. In Kapalua Bay on Maui is this beautiful crescent with super calm water. It's great if it's your toddler's first time in the ocean. So what activities are actually worth paying for? Aquariums. The Maui Ocean Center completely saved us on days when the weather wasn't great or when we just needed a break from the sun. And honestly, even on perfect beach days, my kids loved it. There's something about seeing fish swimming overhead in that shark tunnel. It's mesmerizing. Luau's can work, but you need the right one. Old Lahaina Luau on Maui and Toa Luau on Oahu both have activities before dinner starts. Your toddler can try hula, watch them husk coconuts, run around a little. Way better than just trying to keep them seated at a dinner table for 2 hours. So what should you skip? Anything involving a long hike. Unless your toddler loves being strapped in a carrier and you're cool with hauling extra weight up a trail in 85-degree humidity, save it for later. Activities with strict departure times, that 7 a.m. boat tour, the reservation you absolutely cannot be late for, your toddler doesn't care about your schedule. Don't set yourself up for stress. So what's the rhythm that actually works? One thing in the morning. That's it. Beach, aquarium, pool, whatever. Mornings are cooler and your toddler has more energy. Then comes my secret weapon, car naps. I'd plan something in the morning that would tire them out a bit, and then they'd fall asleep in the car while I drove to wherever we were going next. I'd grab an iced coffee, some really good snacks, like the good stuff I normally wouldn't buy, and just drive along the coast with a sleeping toddler in the back. Honestly, some of my most peaceful moments of my entire trip. Afternoons are for nothing. Pool time, hotel naps, maybe a walk around the property. Do not fight the afternoon slump. Lean into it. And early dinner, because toddlers aren't doing 7 p.m. reservations. Then back to the room. It's not glamorous, but it works. Before you book anything, here's what I wish someone would have told me. This is not your pre-kid Hawaii trip. You're doing 1, maybe 2 things a day. And some days, the thing you do is just hang out at the pool. If you're expecting your old Hawaii vacations, you're going to be miserable. But if you adjust what you're hoping for, you'll actually enjoy yourself. So what's the gear that matters? Skip the stroller unless you're staying at a resort with actual paved paths or you know you'll be at Ala Moana Center or walking around Waikiki. I've watched so many parents try to push strollers across sand or on hiking trails, and it's not worth it. Stroller wheels and sand do not mix. Get a good carrier instead. Makes everything easier. Beaches, trails, anywhere that's not totally flat pavement. Bring beach toys from home. Hotels don't have them, and buying them in Hawaii is expensive. Sunscreen. Big Island and Maui only allow mineral sunscreen for now. Zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Bring it with you because you might not find it easily once you're there. So what do you need to know about choosing where you stay? A good pool is non-negotiable. There's a real chance you'll be there more than you planned. Even a mini fridge and microwave matter. Toddlers are picky. You don't want to be forced into 3 restaurant meals a day where all your kid wants is yogurt and crackers. Ground floor if you can get it. When your toddler's melting down and you need to get outside fast, you'll be glad you're not dealing with elevators. Stay close to what you want to do. Don't book North Shore or Oahu if everything you want to do is in Waikiki. That drive with the toddler gets old fast. And don't schedule something every day. You need flex time for when things don't go according to plan, which with a toddler is most days. If you're still on the fence about which island makes sense or whether now is the right time, this is exactly what we dig into in consultations. In 60 minutes, we'll figure out what type of trip actually works for your family, what island fits your toddler's personality, where to stay, what to do, and what to skip. After we talk, my travel agent partner Kim at Stuffed Suitcase books everything without charging her usual planning fee. If you just need a quick gut check on what you've already planned, I also do 30-minute consultations. You can book at hawaiitravelwithkids.com, and all my favorite resources, car rentals, guidebooks, everything, are on my resources tab. Your toddler won't remember this trip, but you will, and that's enough. Hawaii with the toddler is doable. It's just different, and honestly, different can be pretty great. If this was helpful, leave a review. It helps other parents find the show. Mahalo for listening, and aloha.